This is our site. I'm going to be doing a practice analysis. My first analysis, so kind of bear with me, and thanks for watching. So last night, my roommate and I entered a doubles tournament with the Penn State Pokemon Society, and we kind of threw a team together the night before. Definitely wasn't the best team, but we had fun putting it together the night before. My roommate was running a modest Drought Ninetales and a Quirky Latias, and I loaned him a Zoroark. All three were set up for special sweeping. Not exactly smart strategy, but it was a lot of fun. I ran a Regenerator Minshao with Attack and Speed IV and EVs, and a Download Porygon Z, Special Attack and Speed IV and EVs. It's the first two that I've ever IV bred, so it was a little bit fun. I also found a random Scissor in my box. I'm not sure if it was bulky or physical attacker, but that was my third slot. My roommate and I have definitely been playing Pokemon for a long time, but I wouldn't consider us professionals. We made a few mistakes, but we'll see those once we get there. Our opponent started with Swampert and Cresselia, and our first two were Ninetales and Minshao. Now, Minshao had Fake Out, Wide Guard, U-Turn, and Drain Punch. Obviously, with those choices, my first turn, I'm going to use Fake Out, but this was my first mistake. I should have faked out Cresselia instead of Swampert, knowing that my roommate had an instant Solar Beam. So instead of getting an OHKO and a flinch on Cresselia, we ended up taking out Swampert, but the other guys got a light screen. I think I might have been thinking that Cresselia would protect, but I guessed wrong. This light screen is kind of big, especially since my teammate had all special sweepers, so all of his attacks will be doing half damage. They sent out Haxorus, and this caused me to make my second mistake. I was thinking he was going to run an Earthquake, trying to get rid of Ninetales, so I ran Wide Guard. Should have U-turned on Cresselia and got out of there. Roommate used Heat Wave with the Fire Gem. And here you can see where the light screen really hurt us. The crit on Cresselia would have knocked it out. Haxorus would have been kind of close. And then for some reason they were running red card. It says that Latias is coming out, but it was actually Zoroark. And as you can see, there definitely wasn't an Earthquake. They got a Dragon Dance off, which is kind of scary. Haxorus can hit like a truck. And then here comes the Psychic on Minshao. On top of the ×2 damage, his IV is only 1 there. I got a little angry with IV breeding with him, so not perfect, but pretty good. Here comes that Scissor. It was resistant to everything the opponent could throw at us, so I thought I'd send him out. Went for the Bullet Punch, hoping to kill Haxorus, but didn't quite do it. And then he used Outrage. Not quite sure why he was using Outrage in doubles, but luckily it hit me instead of Zoroark. And then Zoroark used Night Daze. So obviously opponents know that that's Zoroark, because only Zoroark can use Night Daze. So they send out Scrafty for the Drain Punch. We weren't sure if it was Dragon Dance or bulky at this point, but we got rid of Haxorus with the Bullet Punch. Focus Blast hit, which is really lucky for us. Normally it almost always misses, and you can see how the light screen is completely screwing us over. That would have been close to a kill if it weren't for the light screen. And he Drain Punches Zoroark for the OHKO and gets all of his health back. Sorry, almost all of his health back. So we sent out Ninetales instead of Latias because of the sun, but then wasn't exactly the smartest choice because they sent out a Volcarona. We confused raid it, hoping for the confusion to protect Scizor, hoping for the best. Didn't get the best. Scizor took a Fire Gem Heat Wave crit onto the sun, so that 4-time weakness, he just died 100 times over. Luckily, missed Ninetales. The worst part about this is the X Scissor on Scrafty didn't go off. The Drain Punch does a little bit of damage, not too much, and he's already at full health, so that doesn't really affect us. But big thing is the light screen ends. So I send out Porygon Z, my last one. Kind of excited to use him. Use Download. It was attack instead of special attack. Doesn't really matter. I Protect, thinking that I'm going to get Drain Punched. And then Nick uses Heat Wave, hoping for burn on Scrafty or crit on Volcarona, something. We didn't get either, but it did do a good chunk of damage. And then it did get the Quiver Dance off. So now Volcarona is by far the fastest, but it's still confused. So hoping for it to hit itself in confusion, and there's the Protect working, gauged it correctly. And then that Confuse Ray was utterly worthless since it just ended. Now here's an interesting choice by them. They went for the Bug Buzz on Ninetales. I think if they would have used that on me, they might have won. But instead, they use it on Ninetales. Ninetales survives, gets the Heat Wave off, doesn't kill either of them, but the Tri-Attack takes out Volcarona. This is the first time I got to see Tri-Attack in the game. Kind of excited. Then Scrafty gets the Drain Punch off. I think this is where we realized that it was a bulky set because I survived. Now it's just 3-on-2. We still have Latias and whatever his second one or third Pokemon left is. Both of us are faster than him, so we get the Solar Beam off, and even if it doesn't kill him, I have Tri-Attack. And then the Tri-Attack for the kill. So although we're both almost dead, we still have a full health Latias, so we're sitting pretty. He sent out Whimsicott, which is my roommate's least favorite Pokemon. I thought he was going to punch him. Uses Stun Spore, it missed. Even if it would have hit one of us, we had Heat Wave from Ninetales and Ice Beam from Porygon Z, so didn't really stand a chance. So good game for them, and it ended up a win for us. So that was our opening match for the doubles tournament last night. Fortunately, I don't have any videos for our next two matches. We lost to Sableye in the second round, and then we're eliminated because of Bright Powder, when we definitely would have won. Fake out Draco Meteor for the win, but instead we got Heat Waved and lost. Unfortunate, but it's what happens. We still have a lot of breeding and a lot of practice to do. Sunday, we'll be doing the IPL, might have something uploaded from that. If not, there's the VGCs in Philadelphia in April. Thanks for watching. Go State.